find another name for the given number, but with the denominator indicated, use multiplying by 1, whatever, forget that. Just find what the numerator is. And question mark, you know you need to answer it.
Yeah.
How do we do that? Christina went over this a little earlier.
You're finding equivalent fractions.
So you, good job. 17 goes into 51 3 times. So all we did in essence was multiply this by 3, right? To get 51. So we're going to do the same thing here. So the question mark is equal to 24. It's just that simple. Try to show them.
Yeah, you
No, because this one is actually
you
this number.
this is the way I taught. I was taught. Can
You're gonna do-
multiply that and then divide it by that.
Except that you want to save that for when we use variables, because then you have a variable actually equaling something. Yeah, we're getting there very soon.
Okay, so again, but this one, I want you to find what t equals. So we're going to use a little algebra for this one.
What is t, please?
What is t?
What is t?
An unknown number.
And what letter starting with, or what word starting with V?
Okay, a variable, yeah. T is a variable. What variable is unknown?
Yeah. We're going to be doing algebra on Thursday.
Yeah, so this is again like a little...
It's just an introduction, a sneak peek, if you will.
6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18. So you see nothing like clearly goes into that. But there's a way to do it. You just cross multiply, not cross cancel. Now you cross multiply. How do you know the difference between cross multiply and cross cancel? Equal something. It's an equation. You're trying to solve for something. So in this case, this is the butterfly that you were talking about.
Oh,
6 times t.
it does make a butterfly.
And then 14 times 5. So 6 times t is 6t. Keep the equal sign. What's 14 times 5? I mean 14 times 15. 210. Christina will be going more into this later, but I'm just trying to give you a quick little background. When a number, there's a numerical value next to a variable, this is multiplication. To get a variable by itself, you always do the opposite of what's being done to it. What's the opposite of multiplication? Divide. So you divide by 6. So what you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other side of the equation. 6 divided by 6 is 1. You cross it out, so it's just left with t. And this is what we want. We want t equal to something. We want to find what t, what's the value of t. What's 210 divided by 6? 35. This is saying that t equals 35. 14/6 is the same thing as 35/15.
So let's point something out here. In problem number 70, you were able to figure out that 17 times 3 equals 51. You're not quickly able to figure out 6 times what equals 15. That's why we use cross multiplication.
Exactly. You're used to this. I use a lot of this in algebra. It's actually fun. Believe me. This one says decide whether the proportion is true or false by writing the ratios in lowest terms, right? So they're just asking, is 36/15 the equivalent to 55/10? And how would you guys figure that out? If you can't just look at it and tell.
Well, they're giving you a hint in the problem. Reread the instructions.
Oh yeah, they are. But It says decide whether the proportion is true or false by writing the ratio in lowest terms. In those last few words, writing the ratio in lowest terms. That's how you
Reduce.
solve the problem.
Are they asking us to?
You gotta
Yeah.
reduce
You have to reduce. So what is 36/15? Reduce down to.
12/5.
And he did that by dividing both of these by
3.
So was the question asking if you could be reduced any further? Is that what it was asking you?
No, the question is asking you to reduce both sides to see if they end up being equal to each other.
Okay.
So the top goes to 12 this, right? Equals. So we did that side, so what do we do to this side? Do the same.
Divided by 5.
5 by 5.
And
Top
then
and bottom. To get 11 halves. Is 12 fifths equal to 11 halves? Well, first of all, is this reduced down all the way? Yes. Is 12 fifths equal to 11 halves? No, it's not. So therefore,
How can we establish that they're not equal? Because I don't hear enough people kind of agreeing.
divide it.
Divide it. Use your calculator and divide. 12 divided by 5, 11 divided by 2. If they're not the same number, then it's a false proportion.
you can look at it and be like, does this look like that? You?
Can you do it right off the bat and just figure it out? But they want it to simplify. They want it to simplify.
Yeah, they want you to use the process of simplifying. I think this is a true or false question anyway, so.
It is. So the answer.
But don't assume that just because Garren's problem number 72 was false, that your problem number 72 is false. He's showing you a process to use to figure it out if it's false or not.
So the actual answer is false. And try not to just guess and be like, oh, I got 50-50 chance. Go false. Like, nah. Do the work.
Do the work.
Okay, so this problem asks us to use cross multiplication to decide what the following proportion is true or false. So this one they wanted us to reduce. This one they want us to use cross multiplication. What's 11 times 20? Equals, what's 4 times 33? Would you rather have $220 equals $132?
Nope.
But like Christina said, don't assume that just both of these are false. Both of them are on the placement test or whatever the test you guys are taking is false. Do the work. 74. So they want you to find x, find the missing number in this proportion. There's a few ways you can do it. What's the easiest way? Times it by 2. You got 3 times 2 gives you 6. 8 times 2 gives you what? So x is 16.
I want to caution people on this particular problem. I think all they're looking for is 16. I think I've seen some students put x equals 16 and it's been marked wrong. So pay attention to what they want in the answer box. I think they only want the number.
Oh yeah, like on the computer?
Yeah,
Oh, the answer on the computer is 6. It's just
16.
16. But writing it, x equals 16 on